Namaste, welcome to the class. So today we're going to focus on balancing the nervous system. So according to the polyvagal theory, we have three branches of the nervous system. So most of you have probably heard of fight or flight and rest or digest, but according to the polyvagal theory, there are actually three branches. And we call these the sympathetic, which is when we're ready to fight or flight. So when we're in the sympathetic, sometimes we can feel irritable, angry, tight muscles, increased heart rate, increased adrenaline, and all of that is useful for a short time, but when we get stuck there, it's very unhealthy. The other two are the dorsal vagus, which is where we can feel fear, tired, lacking of energy. We're closing in, we're protecting ourselves. So again, these are all healthy parts of the nervous system, but if we remain there too long, it's not healthy. So the practices we're going to do today are to bring us into what we call the ventral vagus system. And this is where we find it easy to communicate with others. We are in a nice balanced state. We have more energy, and all of the systems in our body, including our breathing, our blood pressure, our digestive system, our immune system, our skin, all of these systems work better when we know how to bring ourselves back into the ventral vagus. And three things that we're going to do, and we do in every practice actually, but I'd really like you to focus on these three things today. So those are bringing yourself out of the thinking mind and into the body. And we do this with the breath, focusing on the breath, focusing on sensations in the body. So like feeling the energy, feeling the heat, the coolness, the sensations in the body, and connecting to the earth. So allowing ourselves to yield to gravity. So all of these three things are really great for bringing us back into the ventral vagal. Okay, so we're going to begin our practice standing up today. And the first little exercise we're going to do is for clearing the energy around us. So we want to release what we no longer need. So I'm going to turn side on, and we step forward with the left foot, step back with the left foot, and at the same time we turn the body forward and back, and then we just allow the arms to swing at the same time, as if we're sweeping away any negative energy, anything we need to release. And to make this more powerful, we can add a little affirmation. I release the old and embrace the new. So as you swing the arms one way, you release the old, and then as you sweep behind, you embrace the new. Just keep affirming to yourself. Release the old, embrace the new. Good, and then pause in the center, and then we'll do exactly the same, but now stepping the right foot forward and back. Clearing away anything we no longer need in our energy field. Release the old, embrace the new. Wonderful. Okay, now just come back to the center. Place your hands over your abdomen, one over the other, just below the belly button. Close your eyes and begin to breathe to the abdomen. Nice, long, slow, deep breaths. For those of you who are aware of the Ujjayi breath, you can add the Ujjayi breath as you breathe, but without forcing your breath. Now bring one hand over the chest and keep the other hand over the abdomen. And we'll do the wave breath. So now breathing into the abdomen and then the chest, and then breathing out the chest and then the abdomen through the nose if you can. The abdomen rises, the rib cage expands, the chest rises, and then the chest lowers and the abdomen goes back in. Now just keep going with exactly the same breath, breathing through the nose, but we're going to add on at the end of your out breath. Once you've completed your out breath, see if you can breathe out just a little bit more through your mouth. So breathing in through the nose to the abdomen and then the chest. And then breathing out through the nose, the chest and then the abdomen, and then completely empty any stale air out of the lungs through the mouth. And more at your own pace. Wonderful. Now relax your arms by your sides and just notice how you feel. Noticing any changes. Bring your hands onto your hips, feet shoulder width apart, and begin to circle the hips. Keep doing your long, slow, deep breaths as you circle the hips. You'll notice as we're circling the hips, we're taking the spine into a side bend, a backward bend, and a forward bend. So this really helps to open up the spine. And really good for releasing those hips as well and the lower back. Now begin to reverse your circles. Good, and then come back to the center, relax your arms down. And we're going to tap all over the body. So using the pads of the fingers, begin to tap all over the crown of the head. So waking up these brain cells, activating the energy in the brain. a good thing to do if you feel a little bit tired or lethargic. And then patting on the back of the neck, up and down the back of the neck. Good. And then make a light fist with your hand and knocking just under the collarbone. This is on the meridian lines. This is point lung 1 and 2. Knocking on point lung and 2, 1 and 2 helps to release grief, sadness, depression, and helps to activate the lung meridian. So it helps us to breathe deeper. Taking in, when we're able to breathe more fully, we can take in more of that vital life force energy. And then begin to cup down the inside of the arm, following the meridian lines, and then up the outside. We'll do that 2 more times. And then all around that shoulder. Good. And then just notice how the left arm feels compared to the right. And begin to knock on lung 1 and 2 on the other side. Probably here I'm knocking quite firmly. And then down the inside of the arm and up the outside 3 times. Into the shoulder. And relax the arms down, noticing any buzzing, any tingling, any sensations in your arms. Now we're going to go across the chest, doing our nice 3 ohms. So a light fist, again, side to side across the chest. Nice deep breath in. Good, relax your arms down, close your eyes, notice how your lungs are feeling, your chest area. Maybe a little bit freer, a little bit clearer, deeper breath. Now we're going to go up and down the sternum. This is good for activating the thymus gland and for releasing any emotional stress and tension. Really good to do to boost the immune system, and if we're feeling a little bit anxious, up and down the sternum. Good, now onto the lymphatic system. So underneath the left arm, and then slapping down the side 3 times. This is for the gallbladder meridian, also for the lymphatic system. And then the other side. Good. Now onto the digestive system. So we want to go up the right and down the left. This is the natural flow of the intestine. So knocking up the right, across the top and down the left. Activating the spleen, the stomach, the intestine. And if you do have a sensitive tummy, or if you tend to have bloating, you can just rub your tummy in the same direction. And it can really help to release colicky type pain. Wonderful. And then relax there. And then we're going to use this part of the hand here for the kidneys. It's a little bit softer, knocking on the kidneys. Activating the kidney energy. It's also really good for the immune system, helps to release fear in the body, helps us to feel more peaceful and calm. And then use the back of the hands for the lower back. And then the tailbone. Knocking on the tailbone helps us to feel more grounded, connected to the earth. Activating that root chakra. Onto the buttocks. And then coming down the backs of the legs, down the bladder meridian. Have a good knock on the back of the knees. That's a good acupressure point for the bladder meridian. Then go all the way down. Over the feet and up the inside of the legs. Got the liver, the kidney, the spleen meridians come up the inside of the legs. Now we go down the outside, going down the gallbladder. Up the inside again. And then knocking on what we call the qua. So we bend and straighten the legs. The qua is an important energy gateway at the top of the legs. Also like this because we make a nice tune. Good, now just relax your arms, close your eyes and feel into your body. Noticing any buzzing, any tingling, any sensations you can feel. Wonderful. Now we're going to do a chi massage. So we're going to bring our hands onto the crown of the head and then sweep the hand, the heel of the hands come down the back of the head onto the neck, massaging over the neck and then onto the sternum and then just rub up and down the sternum with the fingertips. And then come down and use the back of the hands to rub the kidneys. Give them a good rub. And then massage all the way down the backs of the legs and up the inside. Place one hand over the other and massage the abdomen. Again, up the right and down the left. Okay, so we're going to do this 2 more times, just go at your own pace. Everything in Qigong is done in 3, 6 or 9. So we'll do 2 more times. So breathing in, breathing out. And then just breathe normally as you rub up and down the sternum. Breathe out and then breathe normally as you rub the kidneys. In fact, rub the tailbone too. Good rub on the tailbone. And then breathe out as you go down the backs of the legs. Breathe in up the inside of the legs. And then just breathe. Nice relaxed breathing as you massage your abdomen. Noticing the sensations under your hand and on your abdomen. So really tuning into the sensations that you can feel. Let's do that one more time. And really nurture yourself as you're giving yourself this massage. Do it as if the same as if you would be massaging someone else and giving all that loving energy. Give it to yourself and really nurturing your body. Rubbing the tailbone. Rub on that tailbone. And all the way down the backs of the legs. Up the inside. And again, close your eyes as you massage your abdomen. Tune into the sensations. Relax your arms down, keep your eyes closed and just notice how do you feel. Wonderful. Now bring your feet to hip width apart. So if you place the heel against the instep of the foot, swivel the foot round, that's you got your hip width apart. And we're going to really connect now to the earth energy. So close your eyes and bring your awareness to the soles of your feet and the connection to the earth beneath you. Full awareness to the soles of the feet and the connection to the earth. Now as you breathe in, imagine you're drawing the energy from the earth up the legs to the heart. And then as you breathe out through the crown of the head. Breathe in through the crown of the head and down to the heart. And then breathe out from the heart all the way down and out through the soles of the feet. We call this spinal alignment breath. So just keep going at your own pace. In through the feet to the heart. Out from the heart to the crown of the head. In from the crown of the head to the heart, and out from the heart, out through the soles of the feet. One more time. Keep your eyes closed. Finish the next round with the breath going out through the soles of the feet. And then on your next out breath, take your weight slightly forward so there's more weight on the balls of the feet, but the heels are not lifting. You're just taking the weight forward. Then as you breathe in, take your weight back so there's more weight on the heels and less weight on the balls of the feet. And then just keep going. Breathing out, forward. And breathing in, back. Full awareness again in the sensations between the soles of the feet and the earth. Feeling the weight of your body yielding to gravity. And now we're going to go round in a circle in a clockwise direction. So just taking your weight forward to the side, to the heels, to the other side, round in a circle. Keeping the eyes closed if you can. If the mind wanders, that's okay. Just keep guiding it gently back to the sensations you can feel. And then reverse your circles. And then come back to the center. Now we're going to breathe in and come up onto the balls of the feet, bringing the arms up if you can, engage the buttocks. And then breathing out as we lower the heels down. We'll do that 2 more times. Breathing in as we come up. And breathing out as we come down. 1 more time. Good. And now begin to rotate your wrists. This is really good for lubricating the wrist joints. And bring your awareness to the sensation between your fingers. That feeling as if your hands are similar to if your hands were floating through water, making these wave-like motions in the water, and you're doing the same. We're swimming in air all around us, in energy, in prana, in chi, all around us, this life force energy. So just tuning in to the sensations you can feel. Begin to rotate your elbows. We're lubricating the joints of the body at the same time. And then rotating one arm up and the other down as we twist to the side, looking to the palm of the hand, and then to the other side. And you'll notice that we are freeing up the tension in the wrists, the elbows, and the shoulders. And then relax your arms down. And we're going to do what's called spreading the feathers. So starting with the palms of the hands facing forward, circling the arms forward, rotating them around, and then spiraling the arms. And you'll notice we're activating these meridian lines again in the arms. So we're going to do that 2 more times. So breathing in and then breathing out. The chin is just ever so slightly tucked in. 1 more time, breathing in and breathing out. Now keep the arms as they are and take your left ear to your left shoulder, feeling the stretch down the right side of your neck and all the way down that meridian line. Then as you breathe in, take your head slightly back, lifting the chin. And then as you breathe out, roll the head forward so the chin comes down, but all the time the ear is to the shoulder. 2 more times. Now roll the head over to the right and just begin the same again. So keeping the arms spiraling, roll the head back and forward across that shoulder. Just releasing all the tension all the way down that neck, shoulder, and down the arm. Tuck the chin down, lift the head, relax the arms down, close the eyes. See if you can feel sensations going down the neck, the shoulders, and right down the outside of the arms. Okay, so now we're going to activate the inside of the arms. So this time the back of the hands face forward. We breathe in as we circle the arms back and turn and rotate, spiraling the arms. So now the pinkies are spiraling forward. 2 more times. Breathe in and breathe out. So the fingers are like the feathers. That's why it's called spreading the feathers. 1 more time. Good, now tuck the chin down and drop the left ear to the left shoulder. And then roll the head. Over to the other side. Tuck the chin down, bring the head up, relax your arms down, keep the eyes closed, this time noticing the inside of the arms. Good, okay. So one of my favorite ones to do is the arm spirals. I'm going to turn my back to you now because it's easier for you to follow. So bring the left hand onto the hip, feet about shoulder width apart, the right arm out to the side with the palm facing upwards. Now take the hips to the left as we rotate the right hand back. Take the hips back. So the hips are going round in a circle. The arm goes out to the side, then the hips go forward, the arm goes over the head. And we're trying to keep the palm of the hand upwards as if you're holding a cup of tea in your hand and you're trying not to spill the tea. So we're spiraling the arm and we're circling the hips. Keep breathing. And this is really good for many of the joints in the body, the wrists, the elbows, the hands, the shoulders, the hips, the spine. So really good for the body. Good, everybody, that looks wonderful. Good. Okay, let's try the other side. So right hand onto the hip, left arm out to the side, holding that cup of tea. Green tea, domacha green tea is my favorite, so you hold your favorite tea in your hand. Take the hips to the right, spiraling the arm, and circle the hips. Oh, well done, everybody. I think you've been practicing this one. Super. So come back to center. Now bring your hands onto your hips, stepping your feet about 1 shin distance apart with your feet parallel. And we're going to stretch the side of the body. So side bend to your left. So you're stretching the right side, opening up the right side, turning your head to the right. Breathe in, lift up. Breathe out, side bend to your right, turning your head to the left. Breathing in, lifting up. This time, breathe in, raise your left arm out to the side. And then breathe out, side bend to the left, bringing the left hand onto the left leg, turning to the right. Breathe in, lift up. Breathe out, bring the hand back onto the waist. Breathe in, lift the right arm up. Breathe out, side bend to the right. Breathe in, lift up. Breathe out, bring the hand down. Let's do one more to each side. Breathe in, left arm up. Breathe out, side bend. You might go a little bit deeper this time, but without forcing. Just enjoy the opening on the right side. Breathe in, lift up. Breathe out, hand onto the waist, and one more side bend to your right. Breathe in, lift up, and breathe out, relax the arm down. Okay, now we're going to there's acupressure points all the way up and down. The bladder meridian goes all the way down this either side of the spine. So we're going to use our thumbs to press into these acupressure points as we take the hips forward and back. So feet to shoulder width apart. Press in with your thumbs as you take your hips forward, looking forward so you're not dropping your head back. And then we take the hips back. And we just keep going, flowing back and forward, pressing in all the time with these thumbs. And moving the thumbs up and down a little bit so you get different acupressure points. Good, and then come back to standing. Now you're going to have your hands with the fingers pointing upwards. If that's not comfortable, you can have the fingers pointing downwards. Engage the buttocks and push the hips forward. So we're now having a back bend. And again, keep the chin slightly tucked in, looking in front. Breathe in, lift up, and then breathe out with soft knees and a flat back. Go all the way forward, and then cup the elbows with the hands and sway side to side. Getting to open up the backs of the legs and lengthen through the spine. Now bring the fingertips onto your mat, slightly in front so that they're now below the shoulders. And one of my favorites, as you know, is to do the lion face. So we're going to bend the knees and push the bottom back as if you're trying to arch the back. And then we're going to take a nice breathe in, screw up the face into a tiny ball. And then as we breathe out, we're going to look at the third eye and stick out the tongue. Good, and then relax forward, cup the other elbow on top and sway side to side. Now bring your hands onto your mat, or you can use a block here or come onto your fingertips, whatever's easier for you, or your knuckles. Breathing in, run the fingertips of the right hand up the inside of the left arm, across the chest, rotating the torso to the right, and then bringing the right arm onto the lower back and just turning to the right. And then breathing out as you bring that hand down. And then we'll do the other side. So breathing in, run the fingertips of the left hand up the inside of the right arm, across the chest. Turn the torso to the left as you bring your lower hand onto the lower back and look to the left. Breathing out as you fold forward. And then from here, we're going to walk our hands around to the left and turn the feet around to the left. So your hands, you can come onto your fingertips here. And we're taking a lovely stretch over that left leg. So If your hamstrings are tight, you can bend your right knee a little bit, that will help, and bring that left hip back so that you're lengthening through that left leg and keeping the length in the spine, and look to your left big toe. So you'll feel the stretch on the outside and the back of that left leg. Then bend the left knee, walk your hands back around, relax in the center. And then walk your hands and feet around to the right. This time stretching over that right leg, and this time you can let the left knee bend, bring the right hip back, lengthen through the spine, lengthen through that right leg. Enjoy the stretch. Look to your right big toe. Bend the right knee, walk your hands back around, relaxing your wide leg forward bend. Notice you might be a bit further forward, a little bit easier. And then heel toe your feet to hip width apart, bend the knees and roll up one vertebrae at a time. Breathe in as you circle the arms to the sides, and then breathe out as you bring the hands down in front of the heart center. Noticing, how do you feel? Closing the eyes there. Good, and then bringing the arms down by the sides. Okay, so we're going to keep working through these joints. We're working our way down the body. Really good one for the hips. Again, feel free to make your movement a little bit smaller or bigger if it feels good for you, or hold a wall. So we're going to take the right leg across to the left, then across to the right, bending the knee, and then place the foot down. Then the left leg swings across to the right, across to the left, bend the knee, and place the foot down. And then you can go a bit quicker, just go at your own pace. Breathing out, breathing in, and breathing out. Breathing out, breathing in, and breathing out. This is really good for strengthening and lubricating your hip joints. Well done. Okay, and coming down to the knees, bring the feet together, bring the hands onto the knees, over the knees. And then just begin to circle the knees. So at the same time as lubricating the knees, we're also activating that kidney 1 acupressure point, which is on the balls of the feet. This is a really, another really important, powerful acupressure point. Just in the center, in that little ditch on the bottom of the balls of the feet. And then reverse your circles. Good, and then come back to standing. And just the ankles now, so take your weight onto the left leg, take your right foot in front, and then begin to circle that right ankle. Releasing any clicking and popping in your ankle joint. Oh, mine's really clicky this morning. And then reverse your circles. And then swing the knee. A few times back and forward. Place the right foot down, take the left foot in front. And start to circle the left ankle. And reverse your circles. And place that foot down. Good. Okay, so hopefully you're feeling nice and loose now. We've worked through all the joints in the body. So now let's have a nice shake. Just start to bounce up and down. Really let go. Feel your joints just releasing, your shoulders, your elbows, all of the joints in the body. Just let go. You can breathe out through the mouth if you like. Bouncing up and down in the heels is also really good for the bones, the bone marrow. And shaking, really good for the nervous system. Take the hips side to side. Make sure you smile. How good does it feel to move the body? Move the energy, circulate the blood. This is what we need to do every day to be nice and healthy. Good. Okay, now relax there. Again, notice the tingling, the buzzing, whatever you can feel. I'm going to move on to some Qigong flowing movements now. So the first one, as we breathe in, palms of the hands facing upwards, we're just floating the arms up. Turning the palms down, we're allowing the arms to float down. And it's as if your arms are like kites and the wind is just blowing these kites up and down. So no effort is required. Just close your eyes. As the arms float up, your weight might come slightly forward, and as they float down, your weight might come slightly back, but no effort. Just allow the energy to flow through you. Wonderful. And then relax your arms down. As we breathe in, we're going to bring our arms open. So we open the chest. This is for the lung meridians again. Then we're going to touch the first finger and the thumb. And as we breathe out, bring the arms towards each other. So we breathe in, open. And we breathe out, touching the thumb and the first finger. That's the lung and the large intestine meridian, both for the metal element. So just close your eyes and again, feeling into that flow of energy. Now, next time you bring your arms forward, keep the thumb and the first finger touching. As you bring your arms just in front of the body, just below the belly button, so the arms are slightly rounded. Your feet are a comfortable shoulder distance apart. Your knees are just a tiny bit bent. Close the eyes. This is a Qigong standing posture. Taking nice, long, slow, deep breaths. So what we're doing here is we're building up what we call the Wei Qi, the protective energy. So as you breathe, feel as if your whole body is filling up with energy. The middle, the ring, and the pinky finger are not touching, but they're connecting with energy. This chin is just ever so slightly tucked in, so you have length in the back of your neck. Feel the connection of the soles of the feet to the earth, as if you're a tree standing with roots going deep down into the earth. Make sure the shoulders are relaxed. Your arms are just slightly rounded. Good. Now bring your hands over your abdomen, just below the belly button, over what we call the dantian. Do a few circles there. So the dantian is your source of energy. It's like your powerhouse. We originated from the belly button. And this is where we store like a battery, our source of energy. So we're going to do an exercise which is for the dantian and also for the kidneys. So from here, slide your hands around and onto the kidneys and rub the kidneys with the back of the hands. And then as you breathe out, run your hands down the backs of the legs. Breathe in, run them up the inside of the legs, up the kidney meridian, onto the dantian and circle the dantian. Slide your hands round to the kidneys, rub the kidneys. And then hold your hands over the kidneys and we're going to breathe to the kidneys. So feet shoulder width apart, knees slightly bent. When you breathe deeply, you might hopefully feel the breath beneath your hands. We call this kidney breathing. Good, and now bring your hands back round to the front, back to your dantian. And we're going to hold a little ball of energy right in front of the dantian. So we're connecting the fingers through energy now. And you might feel sensations in the hands, the fingers, but also you might feel sensation inside in your dantian. It might feel like a pressure or a heat or a sensation just inside. So what we're going to do here is slowly take the hands apart and towards each other, just building up that energy. And with your full awareness now on your dantian. Full awareness on your dantian, just building up that battery of energy. And then we're going to move so you can see me, start to circle the hands so they're facing in towards the dantian, creating a wheel now with the hands. Again, keep focusing your awareness on your dantian, building up that energy. Make sure that you're not tensing your wrists or your hands. Keep them nice and relaxed so the energy can flow freely. And now hold the hands in front, but without touching. You're not touching your belly, and you're making that little triangle shape with the hands. Just holding them in front of your dantian, eyes closed, noticing any sensations you can feel inside your body. There's strong energy points on the palms of the hands called the Qigong points. We're sending that energy into the dantian. Now, cross your hands, but don't touch your body. And circle 3 times up the right and down the left, but not touching your body. Just feeling into your energy. And I've done way more than 3. We can do 6 or 9, or whatever feels good. And then place your hands over your dantian, bring your feet together, and we'll end with bamboo in the wind. So keep the eyes closed, as if you are seaweed in the ocean. Relax your body and just allow the energy to move you, just like the sea moves the seaweed in the ocean. Bamboo in the wind. Allow that feeling of that energy just flowing through your body, that life force energy, and noticing how it makes you feel. And then relax your arms down by your sides, open your eyes and come down and make yourself really comfortable for a nice relaxation. So you can lie down on your mat or sit in a chair, whichever you prefer. So just take your time to get really comfortable. You might like to pop something under your knees, like a bolster under your knees, especially if you have a tendency to get discomfort in your lower back, or you can use 2 cushions. And then cover up with a blanket, so you're nice and warm. Once you're settled, just surrender to the earth. Give yourself permission to completely let go. By letting go, all gets done, and we gain full benefit from all the movement practice. Coming into that stillness. Good. So when you're ready, just gently close your eyes and bring your awareness to all points of the body in contact with the floor. The back of the head and the floor. The shoulder blades and the floor. The back of the arms and the floor. buttocks on the floor. Back of the legs on the floor. The heels on the floor. Full awareness to all parts of the body in contact with the floor. Feel yourself surrendering to Mother Earth. On each out breath, letting go a little deeper and feeling fully supported by Mother Earth beneath you. Now we're going to tense and relax different parts of the body, and this really encourages the deep relaxation. So to begin with your right leg, as you breathe in, tense and stretch your right leg, foot and ankle. As you breathe out, relax and let go. And really feel the difference now between the right leg and the left. On your next in-breath, tense and stretch your left leg, foot and ankle. As you breathe out, release and let go. On your next in-breath, squeeze your buttocks. Tight, 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 tight. As you breathe out, allow the buttocks to soften and relax. Breathing in, bring your shoulder blades together behind your back, puffing out your chest. And then as you breathe out, sinking down, allow the shoulder blades to open. Allow your back to melt down into your mat. Feel that space, that openness between the shoulder blades. Now press your lower back down into the mat, engaging your abdomen. And then releasing the lower back and releasing the abdomen. Make a fist with your hands. As you breathe in, tense and stretch both of your arms. As you breathe out, relax your arms down with the back of the hands on the mat and the fingers softly curved. Give your fingers a little wiggle and then let them just be softly curved and relaxed. As you breathe in, gently lift your shoulders up towards the ceiling. As you breathe out, let them melt down into your mat. Gently turn your head to one side and back to the center and to the other side and back to the center. Feel the neck relax and then have a little swallow to relax the throat. Gently pressing the back of the head down into your mat to activate the cranial sacral system in the spine. And then release and let go. Allow the head to relax. Now screw up your face into a tiny, tiny little ball. And then again, we'll do a lion pose. Now gently close your mouth and your eyes. Allow the eyeballs to relax. Relaxing your jaw, your mouth, your tongue, and the skin across your face. Your whole body deeply, deeply relaxed. Your whole body releasing, letting go. Feeling completely nurtured, safe, grounded, secure. Letting go to Mother Earth. And letting go all gets done. Now imagine that you're lying outside in nature. Take yourself to your favorite place outside in nature. And see yourself lying there on Mother Earth. It's a beautiful, warm, sunny day. And you can feel the sun shining down on you. Warming, healing, and nurturing every cell in your body. Feel the warmth of that sun and the healing energy, filling up every cell in your body. Every cell in your body is now vibrating with this healing energy and this light from the sun. Visualizing that beautiful sunshine and the nature all around you. What can you feel? What can you see? What can you hear? What can you smell? In your favorite place with the nature all around you. As you feel the energy and the vitality flow through your body, very slowly now begin to wiggle your toes. And begin to wiggle your fingers. And when you feel ready, bring your arms above your head and have a big stretch of the yawn. Keep your eyes closed as you roll onto your left side, bending your knees. Using your left arm as a pillow if you don't have a pillow. And in your own time, just take your time and come to a comfortable sitting position. If you can, keep your eyes closed. Once you're sitting nice and comfortably, bring your hands together in front of the heart center. And let's finish with an Om together. So take a nice deep breath in through the nose and then we'll chant Om. Now rub the palms of the hands together. Place the hands over the eyes, relax the eyeballs. Open your eyes into the palms of the hands. And then slowly open the fingers, allowing the light to come through. Relaxing your eyes, sending that healing energy into your eye. And then sweep your hands down the front of your body, your legs, down one arm, then the other arm. Rub the kidneys. And then bring the hands together, level with the third eye, affirming, may we have peace in our thoughts. Level with the lips, may we have peace in our words. And level with the heart, may we have peace in our hearts. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace.